Hello everybody, it's me again. And how's everybody doing today? Turned out a nice day in Scotland. And we are at another place called Inverary. And the thing is, we are going around this field, but the reason why we're going round this big field is because up on the hill you can see the building, which is quite far away in the distance, as in at the top, and behind those trees there is Inverary Castle. But today Inverary Castle is closed, so whether we can get in or not makes no difference, because I would like to show videos which everybody has asked for or has said a million times to me before, as in to see how beautiful this scenery is in Scotland. So I have took it upon myself that what has happened is the coffee and chat group, which is on a Wednesday, has decided today to take a mystery tour. So we have a chance to see these buildings up close and personal, and that's what I decided to do, because there is a building there, but it says no unauthorised vehicles behind this point. So you have a building here that could be an old barn, it could be an old horse building, as in it could be that it was the servants' quarter. It could be that it was the servants' quarter. It could have been as in the servants' quarter, the servants' quarters, as in servants' quarters of this building here. Or it could have been master domain, where they basically shut themselves off from the master castle itself. So it could be a possibility, but we are not going to go and touch or go near that building. We are going here. We are going up to the main attraction to hopefully, if we can, get in the grounds to basically film the building itself, because it doesn't matter whether we cannot get in the grounds, but it's nice to be able to film these places, because people or certain followers have asked very nicely and very kindly, Alec, if there's any chance, can you do videos of the beautiful scenery or the places that can be visited around Scotland? So as I said, this building is closed today. I don't know why or who or what, as in that you can't get in, and I don't think we might not get in, because I noticed there's a set of gates on the rear of the building saying, as in it doesn't say closed, but the gates might not be opened. So we will have to go up to the gates instead of pulling the gates open, because if you pull the gates opened, you might get in trouble by the property management that do the maintenance on the building, but we want to be able to maybe circle the building or sort of go up near the building and sort of take a peek or whatever into the building so that we can then film around without bothering anybody. I didn't bother anybody at all. Because that's insane, as you can see. So is it always shut on a Wednesday then?
No, we're not open officially till a week tomorrow.
A week tomorrow?
Yeah.
Alright, I see. So you're basically doing the maintenance then?
Yeah.
Round about the grounds and all that carry on?
By Tuesday and Wednesdays it is closed to the public.
Right.
But we have tour buses come in and we do tours on the Tuesday, Wednesdays.
Right. So the guy's saying that to do tours on a Tuesday and a Wednesday, but not until, as in next week.
Aye, well it'll start.
It starts next week.
Yeah, Thursday 27th they open, and then after that there'll be tours and all sorts happening.
Because we've went on a mystery tour with a group that's from Scotland or from East Kilbride.
Alright,
So we sort of went on a mystery tour and they've stopped here. And I don't like getting people in the videos because the videos are actually for the YouTube.
Alright.
But the reason I do them is because Americans ask that may have not seen it themselves, and they'll say, I see there's beautiful scenery in Scotland, but I've never actually visited Scotland.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to visit Scotland, but how good is it for scenery, or how good is the places that I've seen, because they've not seen them in person.
We had some Americans this afternoon, but sadly they were a week too early. But they got photographs of the outside, but I said, I'm sorry, you're a week too early.
Aye, because obviously the season hasn't started yet. It's just sort of, as in sort of after the.
Yeah, it's always the end of March to the end of October. So,
I don't want to film you, but I'm sort of trying to capture the voice as in so that you hear it in the background, the bits and pieces, because obviously I wanted to be able to, even if it was closed today, even if the grounds were opened, what I wanted to do was try and film the video so basically they could see the turrets and all the rest of the castle, because a lot of people have asked me about, as in like, do the castle I think it may go viral for you, as in, and I'm like, well, I'm not really worried if it goes viral or no. It's the fact of them seeing the beautiful scenery and maybe end up getting the tourism back in again, because don't forget we had COVID, and I think that didn't help Scotland at all in one bit.
No, it didn't.
As in for the 2 or 3 years that we were shut down.
Yeah, well, all over the UK it's not helped.
I know.
Yeah,
and then they're talking about putting people back to work and all the rest, as in taking them off as in personal independence payments, or PIP, as they call it,
right,
as in and trying to put them back to work again. But if they don't create jobs, how are you going to put people back in employment again?
Or
so you're going to have to put them in you're going to have to put them on courses and hope that there's jobs opening, or job opportunities open. But you're going to have to, as in, put grants or whatever to employers to make that happen.
I know.
So it's going to cost them money, as in the long run. But they're not thinking about this. they just wanting people off the unemployment list, plus also as in the budget for them to cut costs of the with the budget.
But they keep blaming the Scottish government, but it's no their fault, it's Westminster's fault. They keep cutting the budget,
Aye.
And then when things are not done, they blame SNP for no
Exactly, they've got somebody always to blame.
I know.
So they chuck the blame onto somebody else.
I know
It's no my fault, it's his fault, it was her fault.
The Scottish government's fault. It's,
Aye, they've always got a finger to point, but instead of saying, well, it was my mistake, I should never have thought about that, or I should never have been this way,
yeah.
we'll go back, we'll scratch that idea or scratch that plan, and we'll go back to a different plan, a strategy altogether.
We're still paying the price for the Tories, and yeah, Labour are making the pinch earrings as well.
Aye, see, I don't go over about the politics and all that because I don't watch the news and all that, Karen. But I think it hurts our economy as in the way, because Scotland, we rely on tourism, which helps as in us as a whole.
Yeah.
And that's what upsets me, because I see these big film buffs or whatever else, and they're using part of Scotland, but they never put in the credits or the trailers that it was filmed in such and such a place. They cover it up because you've got to fit it in with the movie itself, and we're the daft ones to turn and say, "Aye, come and use your city." But they're still getting paid. But if they were to give us the credits, that brings more tourism in, which helps our economy up further the ladder.
Anyway, I better get this.
Yep.
Carry on. Nice talking to you.
Yep.